The Federal CARES Act moratorium on evictions is set to expire at midnight. That means millions of Americans could be in jeopardy of losing their homes. But as News 5's Jay Jarvis explains, help is available for renters right here in Northeast Ohio.
The federal eviction moratorium protects people whose housing is subsidized by the government. So that includes Section 8 housing, any kind of public housing, seniors and disabled people who receive those subsidies, and anyone with a federally backed mortgage. Once those protections expire, landlords can issue a 30-day eviction notice to renters, putting thousands of Ohioans in serious trouble unless they can get some kind of assistance or kindness, like in Jennifer O'Connor's case. She was laid off back in June and is struggling to make ends meet.
I have a very understanding landlord. He's willing to work with me. He knows that I'm good for it.
According to the Greater Ohio Policy Center, studies estimate that as many as 713,000 Ohio renters could be in danger of eviction this year. That's enough people to fill Progressive Field 21 times. John Pettit is the managing attorney for Community Legal Aid, a group that helps renters facing eviction. He thinks the expiration will hit Northeast Ohio hard. Many municipal housing courts stopped eviction hearings during the first weeks of the pandemic, but now several have started again. He says Community Legal Aid is already flooded with requests for assistance, and now with the federal moratorium expiring, he's expecting even more people will need help. He's concerned people will be left with nowhere to go during a pandemic, but also that courthouses will be packed with people waiting for hearings. Some courts have started doing hearings online through Zoom, but he says that's tough for some renters.
Especially for low-income folks who have limited access to technology and minutes on their phone. And many of those hearings, they have so many of those hearings that people are in this sort of limbo waiting period in Zoom for over an hour.
There is help out there for people who are behind on their rent. Those who are 200% or below the poverty line or seniors could be eligible for assistance through Community Legal Aid. They're also hosting free weekly Zoom sessions to give information to renters. We have all that information right now on our News 5 app. Jay Jarvis, News 5.